We talked about the biggest classes, the J class, the most beautiful, the 19 and the 15 meter, and also the smallest but very competitive, the 8, the 6 and the 5 meter. But I made this promise on that occasion to devote a whole episode to the 12 meter, the most famous and glorious meter class since the America's Cup was raced with this boat from 1958 to 1987.
1958 à 1985.
Don't worry, we're not going to deal with this subject from a theoretical or historical point of view. We'll simply stroll around discovering this world, living a period of great renewal. We'll meet the greatest skippers, see all kind of 12 meters, especially the oldest. 12 meters are beautiful. Now I'm on board Nyala, designed by Olin Stevenson, 38. You can really see the waterline on this boat. It's wonderful, but I promise you they're even better under full sail. We're not going to start a long maths class, but simply meet Guy Roland-Perrin, an international chief measurer who will refresh our memory explaining the meaning of the international rule. This formula is used for any meter class, from the 6 meter to the biggest, like Mariquita or Cambria. The difference is the result here, but these factors don't change. The formula considers the waterline length plus the difference between the girth and the chain, representing the hull volume, minus an average freeboard plus the square root of the sail area. These factors are divided by a magic number, 2.37, and the result is 8, 12 or 6 meter and so on. Now, what do these coefficients mean? We need to know that L is the waterline length measured 18 centimeters above the waterline. So we take into consideration the real hull area touching the water, especially when the boat is heeling. Freeboard is measured in 3 different points, a stern, a stem, and in the middle. And we make an arithmetic average, and this is the factor F present in the formula. Like any rule, the meter class rule involves limits and ties, especially for an architect who's supposed to design a boat respecting the limits imposed by this sort of box rule. In other words, he has to create, invent and design a boat respecting the rule parameters. Now, who better than Doug Peterson can explain this complex balance between invention and regulation?
It's quite a difficult boat to design, actually, because of the complication involved with being heavy and having those, a lot of distortion in the shape. Well, it's quite a complicated kind of formula. I mean, it's a bit, quite type forming, but the boats are quite heavy displacement length ratio, and they have the length is the displacement is really connected to the waterline length, and so I'm hoping it'll spark the 12-meter class to get a little better organized, so they can. Get whatever, centralize some leadership or do something so that they can grow in the way that the 8 meters have grown. You have to have a class organization. You have to have people that are willing to really help and organize things and get people together. That's the strength of the other classes, and they need to do that.
most amazing aspect of the 12-metre class is the people, with the greatest names of the international yachting scene sailing on these boats during the America's Cup or outside America's Cup races. One of the greatest names is Big Bad Dennis Connor. I think he's one of the most experienced skippers in this class, and we're going to meet him to find out about the evolution of the 12-metre class.